What up?
Hey, what up with your brother?
Man, it's cool.
What's going down, man? What's going on in the world?
Man, the seasons are changing, man. It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, it is, bro.
So like
Definitely,
Minnesota.
definitely is. Definitely is getting cold, man. Think I had to pull them extra blankets and them thermos out, man.
All right.
Shit, what's
I
going
like,
down though,
shit.
man?
Huh?
Shit, what's going down though?
Man, just cooling, man. Can't complain, Captain. You know?
Shit, I got a couple of topics that I want to talk about, man. That I kind of wanted to ask you about. And I know this is your show, but
Nah, that's
you
our
kind of,
show. But
you
it
kind of,
ain't my show, this our show. It's LEEF Talk. Talk about it, man.
well, I wanted to know, all right, we kind of see how this Young Thug case is ending out, right? And we
Right,
see that there's a lot of malarkey going on with with Fannie Willis's office, right?
right.
So how do you think this is going to end out? Because there's something like that doesn't just happen and it goes undone. Like they really violated for
Well,
one.
he got that Trump card.
What do you mean
Literally.
that the lawyers?
Literally, he has a Trump card. See, because the
Right,
thing is, you got to watch how you treat people. It's
right.
out. It's crazy how sometimes people end up in a darned in a similar situation together and don't know each other from a can of wet paint. You know, like Trump belongs somewhere another part of the world. He gets pulled into Fannie Willis's hands,
Oh yeah,
right?
him being the
She
president
indicted
now.
him, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, him
It just
him being the
it just
president
didn't go.
now.
It just didn't make it nowhere totally yet, and that's still
Right.
that's still going on right now behind the scenes. And he spoke on Thug, you know, about how long that case was going on for, and I think when I say he had a trump card, I think a lot of what's going to come out about her is going to be at the hands of what he exposes about her too. You know,
He said that he felt like the Atlanta the Atlanta judicial system are crooks too. He spoke on that. He might just be right, man. He might just be right. You know, we was watching that video yesterday, and they were basically talking about how arrogantly she's doing some of this stuff. Like they're even pitting on the receipts how they took his money and paid for certain different services. To help their office prosecute um, other people or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like
right,
use Young Thug's money to try to help them prosecute Trump. It's like you've been stalking me for like the last since like 2014, and you've
right,
been
right,
watching and it's like I think Thug feels like you've been watching my uprise, and you're so jealous because you got no talent, and you being the DA, you feel like I'm gonna get you somehow, and they just
right,
waited for something, something to happen. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And
right.
it ain't cool, man.
It ain't, man. Some it's definitely some underlying stuff going on there.
Yeah, there is. And not to sound like a hater, man, but I definitely want to see something happen to them, man, because they like when you take somebody away from their family like that, man, you put them through a lot of scrutiny and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You put them through a
Right,
lot of tears and stuff. You know what I mean? And it costs them a lot of money. and then you steal their bank accounts, and then put him in jail, and you want him to fight a war with y'all that's gonna cost me a shitload of money, and but y'all seize my accounts. You know what I'm saying? It's messed
Right,
up,
right,
bro.
right. No, that's what it is, though, man.
It ain't right, bro. It definitely ain't right, man. But I think as time goes by, I think Steele's working. I think Steele's gonna hook up with Trump, and they're gonna do something to that office, bro. Not nothing illegally and nothing, but
Right.
they're gonna sue
Something
them
would
for
come
one.
out about that, man. They're not done.
They're
They're
gonna,
gonna pick it apart.
they're gonna sue them for one because they're wrong for what they did. And what other state have you ever seen that was so arrogantly wrong about the way they're like the things that they're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, just think of back in the mafia days when they prosecuted John Gotti. You didn't see the police come to court, with one of his $2,000 suits on or something like that, or having one of John Gotti's cigars in a top pocket or something like that. Like, the stuff that they doing is like unheard of for a prosecutor. And we look at a prosecutor to be, for one, very lawfully and by the book. You know what I'm saying? To see him do stuff like that is kind of like, how growing up, you seen like our past presidents, they kind of had a certain swagger and the certain things that they didn't do. And when Trump came into office, you start seeing him do stuff that you had never seen a president do, and you probably thought it wasn't even possible. You hear Trump talking about grabbing by the pussy, and he listening to rap music. He's at the golf course bumping, in Mo3. Like, to see their office do that type of stuff, it gives you an idea that, man, maybe there's other district attorney offices that are doing illegal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes
Doing
you
illegal
think about all the other
practices.
cases that they didn't went through their hands, bro, and that you don't hear about. You hear about him because that's a celebrity case. You know what I mean? He's a high
Hmm.
profile case. Other than that, you want to hear
Right.
about none of the stuff that's going on there, bro.
And the thing about it is we give them so much trust because they over the years they've had a certain standard to make it kind of made you comfortable with their work practices and stuff. It kind of made you feel like, if they prosecuted you, well, I might have just deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just deserved it. Maybe I did something wrong, instead of them plotting on me and following me around and watching my rise, and seeing, paying attention to how much money I made, and then pouncing on me. You know what I'm saying? After, just because maybe the hate that they may have against the raps, rap system. You know what I mean? A lot of these prosecutors are higher ups. They just don't like the whole rap. They don't like rap, period. You know what I'm saying? They don't like their lifestyle, their way of living. They swagger, the way, their arrogantness, and they just don't like them. But most rapper, when they turn that light off in the studio and they go home, they don't act like that at home. They're total businessmen. They're fathers. They're good friends. They're sons. They're daughters. They're fucking brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're normal people. Some people, they'll look at the image that a rapper would give on TV, or on their video, and they think that that's the life that they live every day. You know what I'm saying? And they'll have a
Right,
hate for you. They'll have a hate for you because of that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And in the back of their head, they have this. Man, I can't. I'm gonna get him one day. Somehow I'm gonna get him. Shit, that's worse than the Klan. That's worse than the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I'm saying? When you got people in high places like that, they can actually hate you and actually do something about it. Man, it's a scary world, bro. You know what I
It
mean?
is, man.
Definitely a
I'm
scary
trying to
world.
I'm trying to find that president. Bone Thugs and Harmony used that
Use what?
um, about the rappers back in the days. Let me try to find it real quick. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, we in some crazy times, bro.
See, the thing is, bro,
Uh-huh.
is rap has been targeted for a long time, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's really ain't nothing new. It's like layers to it, bro. Like when we
No,
get like further in, huh?
music has been targeted for a long time, man.
Yeah,
It's
but when
even
we get
been
further out,
targeted.
we look back like these clips are being compiled from different times. You know what I mean? But there's
Mm-hmm.
one I was looking for, and that was the one where it might have been Bush Senior or Reagan, and that's that. Bone Thugs and Harmony used that from the song.
Oh yeah,
We're not
on that
against the
intro, huh?
yeah, we're not against the rappers, but we are against some thugs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
that's like real shit too, huh? That was like a real thing right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was one. I want to say that was when they was burning up some CDs, Two Live
Yeah,
Crew and
yep.
the NWA CDs. And that's when Two Live Crew, when Luke came with that explicit lyrics, which he won a lawsuit for that recently. They're finally gonna pay him for that. Because he's the one that owns the rights to that explicit lyrics label put on every CD and tape for the last 30 years.
Yeah, Luke's the one that invented that.
Yeah,
He,
explicit
he,
lyrics.
he yeah, he invented that parental advisory
Parental
label.
advisory, explicit lyrics.
Right.
He invented that, yeah. The black and white label, parental advisory, bro. Explicit lyrics,
And I
content.
wonder if he gets paid every time somebody uses that or something like that.
I don't know what the lawsuit, I have to really look into it, but it was something about that he was saying that the labels owed him for that per tape or something like that. Every tape they use it on, they had was supposed to pay him for that.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. They're just now selling that lawsuit in today's times.
Wow, that's a lot of money right there. Because I know now they don't have
Young white
CDs.
suburban males. You said what?
They don't have CDs and tapes anymore, but I don't know if they still actually need it. You know what I'm saying? Since there's no more physical copies.
No, but it's still probably on a digital form, and it shouldn't. That's why they ask you if this is for kid friendly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that does
Yeah.
have to roll over. platform too. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they're gonna have to pay that dude a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Moments of my presidency. I'm not anti-rap. In fact, like Brett Baer, I know the lyrics to Rapper's Delight too. Let's invite a misogynist to the White House. This guy is a thug. He's a man. He's a treasure trove. But tell me, what is your name? I'm MC Rose.
You know what's weird though?
You can't fix it perfect. I think if you feeling like a kid, nigga.
Yeah, man. That's the evolution of the rap, though, man. It's like really, it's just it's rock and roll's twin.
Right. But you know the weird thing about it is they're not just after rap. They're after a certain lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they talk about the same type of stuff in rock and roll music, just maybe not as much bravado and stuff in their videos, but they basically talk about the same type stuff. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Country music, you know, they tell crazy stories. Even in mariachi music, like we were saying the other day, man, they talk about, you know, tales from the cartel and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, murders and stuff like that that went down in Mexico and police being murdered. But the thing is anything that you do and you got a black face, you always gonna have a microscope on it. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna have some kind of microscope on it, and anybody's subject to be punished. You know, if you're black, you know what I'm saying, and you may not even know where it came from, but you know it came way before our times, man. And you know, and ever since we was released from slavery, anything that we did successful, it was deemed wrong. You know what I mean? You know, they tried to find a way to get rid of it. You know, even from the times of what was it, the Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Destroyed that. They couldn't know all that was legal, and they couldn't legally get rid of it. So, you know, they did some scandalous stuff, man, and went and destroyed it and blamed it on like the skinheads and stuff like that. But the skinheads may have had a part of it, but there's no way that the skinheads was able to get those carpet planes and stuff. I mean, those planes that drop carpet bombs and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
the government might have had a big part of that. You know what I'm saying? And we've never been paid back for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the times where, hey, if you're gonna do something violent to a black man, go ahead and do it. And us as a government, we'll turn our head and allow you to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every genre of people has done it. You know what I mean? They've tried. No, they can't physically hurt our people, because genetics showed that we're one of the toughest creations that ever walked this earth. You know what I'm saying? Physically, we're
Right.
one of the toughest creations that ever walked this earth. You know what I mean?
You ain't never lied about that.
So they tried their best, man, to hurt us. You know, behind that law. You know what I'm saying? The evil part of the law, and this life may never be fair. You know what I'm saying? It may never be fair, dog. Well, at least to us blacks and shit.
Right. Right.
And so, how you feel about this Mike Tyson fight, man? I'm starting to hear a lot of people say that Mike Tyson faked the fight. How you feel about that?
Well, my cousin told me, man, allegedly he got 60 million for that fight.
Mike
He
Tyson?
He got 10 million for before the fight and 50 million. He got 10 million before the fight, 40 million after the fight. Plus, dude gave him 10 million of his bag.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that's 50 million, bro. So when you hear Tyson say, "Yeah, I'm a," I told my kids there's something special about me. They didn't, they thought I was a nobody, but they gonna see tonight that I'm somebody. He is.
I
There's
heard
no
that.
other entertainers they go out one day. No other sportsman, no other entertainers that go out performers and make that much money in one night in less than 2 hours.
I heard that they're supposed to get like residuals from Netflix too, like later on down the line.
Well, whatever the case may be, Netflix they gonna play it for the streaming and all that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I heard a lot of people ask, you know, asked to be refunded and stuff from Netflix because it didn't show good. Like, because there's some of the people they didn't even have Netflix and they got it just to watch the fight and they're
right,
asking for their money back and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because it shows so bad. It was skipping and blacking out. But they said the reason they did that is because they never had so many people stream all at one time. You know what I'm saying? And they had probably millions of people trying to stream all at one time, man, and it probably messed up their system. So what you think about that?
About what?
Because the Tyson fight was like this. It actually was messing
I
up.
told you what I thought about it, man. It proved a point when he said that about his kids and told them, your dad was special. He is special, man. Who else could go out and make that much money in such a little bit of time, bro?
Hmm.
And in that arena, as an entertainer, a performer, a sportsman, right? No
Yep.
other body, no, like, okay, Floyd Mayweather made a lot, money. Mayweather made what, 50 million on a fight,
Hmm.
but Tyson's done that consecutively his whole career, bro. If
A
anything,
lot of
it's got greater because times we in. Yesterday was
yeah.
30 million, today is 60 million.
Hmm.
you know,
Yep.
if
A
Tyson
lot
get
of
back in the ring again, 40 years from now, he'll be 100 years old, right? Almost 90 some years old. Say he'd be 94 years old, right?
hmm
They'll give him 120 million for getting in the ring.
man.
You know what I mean? Like, he's $100 million man, bro. No matter, like, that's the special thing he was trying to get his kids to see. Like, look, I could go out and do this in one setting, and he ain't been fighting. He ain't fought in 20 years, bro.
Yeah,
19
some of
years.
some of his kids they weren't even alive. They or if they was, they were
Nah,
like toddlers.
yeah, kids and stuff. So they don't remember that and what it really entailed and what it really meant and what it really was.
Yeah, because his kid, he was saying that no, he go out with his kids and they look at him because people are breaking their neck to go to him and ask for autographs, and they're like, "Dad, why are these people coming at y'all at you like this?" And why do so many people love you and stuff? And he really didn't
Right,
know how to explain to him, because he's not really like
right,
the show off type. You know what I'm saying? He never been that show off type, and even like when he beat people back in the days in boxing, he didn't even like he wasn't even the type to like celebrate, after a boxing match, even after he knocked Mitch Green out. No, he would go home and he would feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just humble as they come. You know what I'm saying? He
right,
go home and he pray for the person that he knocked out, and he'll be sitting around moping and stuff because he felt sad about it. He never really celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Like any of his
right,
big fights and stuff like that, because he never
right,
believed in like the whole method of hurting another man,
Well,
and
I think at
for
some point in time, he went from the sport of it to just the business of it. You know what I mean?
right,
And that's what makes him the $1 million show man because like you know nobody else could have done pulled something like that off, bro.
right.
Dude took his 10 million followers and Tyson's yesterday 10 million followers and put them together today and made something happen, bro.
Tyson still got a lot of followers, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He had 10 million followers per se yesterday, right?
Hmm.
The thing about how huge his fights were on pay-per-view, he brought him into today's time.
Hmm.
Every single last one of them, bro. And check this out: if they couldn't afford pay-per-view, they could afford it on Netflix for $6.99.
Man, for real,
You know what I mean?
for
That's
real.
like okay. There's no excuses why you can't watch it.
Yeah, that's
If you
real
watch,
talk.
if you couldn't afford them to see him on pay-per-view, and you were a yesterday fan of Tyson, you could afford to see him today.
Yeah, they made it possible for everybody, man, to watch.
Right, and that's what made it big, bro. Like he took, because understand this, Tyson, you could say he was a first streamer as far as athletes go because his fights were always only that one night,
Yep,
like any other boxing match, right?
yep.
And most people only could see it from their television.
And if you blink too fast, you was gonna miss the whole fight.
Yeah, yeah. So like there were actually parties put together, fight nights, and you know what I mean. It's like a big event, bro.
Yep.
Who then on top of that, the people that could afford the tickets, they showed up to the shows
Right.
and filled them up.
Man, I remember
So
back in the '80s when he was fighting. Those tickets was 100 plus. Like to order the pay-per-view, it was like 100 plus bucks. It was like 100 plus dollars, and back then $100 was a lot of money to a hungry family. You know what I'm saying? A big family. So they would invite people over, and everybody put up $10, five, $10. You know what I mean? And you
right,
know the extra little money they made, they would go get beer and
right,
pizza and
right, right.
like that, just to kind of make an event out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it was back then. Cause shit,
Yeah.
hundred
So,
dollars,
but see, his
nigga, was
kids
a
didn't really
lot
know
back.
that. His
Was a
kids
lot to
really
go
didn't
buy
know
back
that.
in those days.
They didn't know that. Well, the fights,
They
but the
living
only difference
the
was
times we
what was
living
left
in
out of
now.
that is the fights were actually they
Hmm.
were actually they were like, how can I say it, bro? They were sight to see, man. You got to see really Tyson
Oh yeah, they
move.
were they were like the fight nights in Vegas. Oh
Mm.
man, niggas brought out their
But
best
what I'm saying,
cars,
like
their
with
best
Tyson,
outfits.
just to see him fight in that time in his prime, his young bro, you know what I mean? Like he, even if he didn't win, which that was, he only lost 7 fights in his whole career, so you see him win way more times you see him lost, right?
Yeah,
His fights were really eventful for bro. They were really like big fights.
yeah, yeah. There was,
You know what I'm saying?
and they say
So
that those seats that are right behind the ring, I heard those seats are like 20, 30,000 bucks and shit.
right, hey, hold on, and let me tell you this real quick. I just thought about that. I have the tab slid to where it was annually on here, so
Hmm.
we can't pay for it monthly
What do you mean?
on the StreamYard.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But we ain't gonna get into all the logistics of that, man, because I guess it's gonna shift when we start going live. A little birdie told me that when we start going live, it's gonna shift to like just like Bigo, bro.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
You know what I mean? But it's gonna be like the same, almost the same dynamics. People do have families on here.
Yeah, well, you know what? I noticed that day when we went on with your
Yeah, yeah,
homegirl.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
was
Right, we ain't gonna really gonna mention them too much, but yeah, yeah, right, right.
no, I just wanted to mention like the back conversations that they were having. I'm kind of scratching
Yeah,
my
that's a
head because
family thing going on. That's a family feud going on,
it
bro.
sounded like something that's going on in the dark streets of YouTube, in the back streets of YouTube that I don't know about.
Right, right,
Like,
right, right. Minnesota you digs. I don't even want to say his initial. Uh,
Yeah.
he's a part of a family on here too.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm
That I know
saying?
that. Yeah.
And then look, check this out, dog. He's so locked into him. There's some truckers just like Big O, bro. That's on here.
Wow.
He got in good favor with one of the truckers so much. Dude gave him his MPC, good
Damn.
equipment for a little bit of nothing. Just pretty much gave it to him, bro, off the strength.
Damn. That's
Like he didn't
crazy.
hooked up with people off of here, bro, in real life, and they didn't went out on outings and met up and like kumbaya, bro. I bullshit you not. And I don't
Damn.
mention these dudes' names because like one of them, they're like on some different stuff, bro. You know what I mean? They're like on the they're in the self righteous, maybe preaching the Bible half the time, some different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not necessarily bad, but it's almost like a cult like thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like you hooking up with these dudes off of here, bro, that you don't know, like it's weird. And then like that's kind of like when I know that the demographics for me and him was changing, bro. Because as I'm still building with more analog people out here in this analog world, he's still reaching the digital world, extracting this digital garbage,
Man, for real.
digital trash.
Yeah.
Just shifting through it,
Yes,
like
sir.
man, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Because I like when I was meet up with him and see him from time to time, he'll tell me this. Like, bro, I be going live and da 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 da. And this is this person, this is that person, and he needs to go on this person's page and that person's page. You need to link up with them. Like, yeah, them dudes got a lot of followers, but I don't. I'm cool on that get down though, bro.
Man, you know who I talked to yesterday?
Nah,
I talked to Day Day.
yeah,
He told me that the Mocahanas moved in with the one dude.
yeah. You know, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, he said that she moved in with him and they're streaming together now.
Oh wow.
So he probably comes on their panel and probably checking everybody that comes in on the panel and stuff.
But they been living together. I told you they was in together out in parks and out and about and say live in. You know what I mean? And he was jumping in the live, so that's been there, bro.
Yeah, but damn, all he had to do was ask some people like, what's up on her. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't. Either he was desperate or something, man, for him to just take her on and just be so loyal to her all of a sudden. You know what I mean? It's a little weird.
Nah, he got a bad leg and shit. And
Yeah,
yeah, something like his baby mom got killed or something, bro. And so he got the kids, and you know, from what they told me, he had some bread, you know, for tax season type thing. And she, you
yeah,
know, her being the least she is, she just latched on. That's all. And then you know she's riding away, bro. Cause think about this, she's been bumming off her brother for how long? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you there? Yo, S.